In the long history of video games based off of the Jurassic Park license, a few games have gone unreleased and cancelled by the developers, the newest game being based on Jurassic World and unfortunately indefinitely shelved. But the game I want to discuss in this video is one that was in production over 10 years earlier, called Jurassic Park Survival. This game was in development during the Jurassic Park 3 era and would have been released on the PS2 and XBOX in November of 2001. While several game tie-ins would come out for the third film, none of them ended up being this game, made for the home consoles. Due to the fact that Jurassic Park 3 was always changing its story, characters, and setting, the game had to cease being a game based off of that film and was instead going to be inspired by it. After payment disputes between Savage and Vivendi Universal, the game would unfortunately be cancelled and unheard of for some time to come. The company involved has stated the game would feel like Jurassic Park meets Die Hard, and the game would feature an environment and game style similar to the popular Resident Evil and Dino Crisis games, which were still in high demand back then, meaning this would have been the first true survival horror Jurassic Park experience. The game would have the player take control of a man named David Vaughn, who would be a security technician for the US government-occupied Isla Sorna. The story would tell of the military having concerns with the growing dinosaur populations on the island, and a team of scientists would be sent there to help study the animals, along with the security team. Similarly to the first film, though, a shadowy organization would weasel their way into the island and in an act of corporate espionage, attack the present forces on Sorna and seek control of the secret to cloning dinosaur DNA. It's unfortunate this game was cancelled due to the disagreements in pay between the parenting companies, and it's somewhat of an unknown piece of Jurassic Park history. Due to the fact that there wasn't much released video game-wise when Jurassic World came out in 2015, I think I can speak for all Jurassic Park fans in saying we would have loved to have gotten one more Jurassic Park tie-in game. What's more interesting to me about this game is the very fact that they had chosen to not adapt the film Jurassic Park 3 and instead go their own direction to try and come up with an original idea within the Jurassic Park universe. Other games have tried this before, and it's always fun to get a side story not connected to the overarching narrative, where we can explore and survive in the Jurassic setting. The Chaos Continues and Trespasser are the two games that come to my mind when I think about non-film related Jurassic Park material. I have a feeling that this one may have surpassed them if it was at least given the opportunity to be released. An even more intriguing insight to the development of this game is the fact that several journalists were able to see a sneak peek at what the devs were creating, and all of them had nothing but positive things to say about the still-forming game. People at the time were blown away by the amount of film-accurate dinosaurs in the game, as well as their elaborate sizes, and expressed great interest in getting to play it as soon as it was released. Those who were able to view the early versions of the game felt that it was a very wise decision in not adapting Jurassic Park 3 wholeheartedly, and instead creating an original story to take place within the cinematic universe that felt fresh and entertaining. Jurassic Park Survivor was even considered to be the best Jurassic Park game made if it were to come out, with several journalists predicting it would surpass all of the previous games based off of the series. While we never got to play this particular Jurassic game, I'm no less impressed with what it could have offered and would have been all over it had it been released back in that time. In the future, I've got a ton of videos planned, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with my latest content, and if you feel like I deserved it, I'd appreciate a like. As always guys, take it easy.